I'm having to do tomorrow's today because I'm out overnight. So here we go. Um, 17th then on North Nerd, following a true path. So from the crossroads yesterday, hopefully you made the right decision and followed your North Nerd, your true life purpose. But we'll see. Aquarius energy. Let's see what it's got in the astrology. July 17th. Moon in Sagittarius. It's about the ankles and legs as well, this card. So any healing that needs to take place there. It's about facing the chaos head on, and with it will come hope, healing and freedom. We've got Virgo, healing, there we go. We've got Pluto, the unknown, which was the rune yesterday, and the first house of Aries. So giving us the impetus to move forwards. Let's have a rune. The song is one we had maybe last year sometime or year before. What's it called? The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel. And we've got Ours, which is that bloody flag. So let's see. It's about flags, it's about banners, it's about can't remember now. I'll go through the rest of it when we read it. It'll jog my memory. Yesterday we had 321s, didn't we? Yeah, we're dimming our lights to fit in. It's not good. It's going to cost us. It's going to cost us big time, especially financially. We're back to, so whatever it is, somebody stayed at that crossroads and went backwards. I have no idea why. Sacrifices. It's government officials again, it's dad, it's father figure, it's the bully, it's Aries energy. Too much of that energy is a bad thing. A little bit goes a long way. It gives us the passion to move forwards. If we have too much of it, it becomes a bully. There's no love lost in this situation. Pisces leaving the building. Pisces in Neptune in 2026 goes out in 2026. Somebody stomped all over your emotional life, your home and family life, because we've got the crab there, Cancer. It's being the victim, being the martyr, being stubborn, control issues, somebody being greedy, somebody hanging on by the fingertips till they bleed, because they want what they want and they don't want it any other way or any differently to how they want it. It's the Alice card. Then we've got 4 years and 10 years. We've got a huge loss of money, possibly because you've been helping others too much. You're too generous. It's the kids coming left, right, and centre for money. You've got to say no and put your boundaries in place, and you're not doing that. You're dimming your light to keep the peace because of trauma from the past. It could be your childhood where you didn't get a lot, or it could be somebody haunting you from the past, or past relationships, whatever that is. It will break a bond, because if you give too much, you end up getting nothing back. So you're trapped. Those bonds aren't tied. That blindfold isn't tied. It's your own mind that's keeping you trapped. Your inner child, your ego, which is not your big-headedness. It's your small child having a tantrum saying, but it's got to be this way. There's your ego for Scorpio and Aries. So in this case, it would be Aries. You need to have the moral high ground. If you're not doing the right thing, then you know that it's not going to work. Stubbornness, head and face injuries, father figures, bosses, government officials, princes, kings, presidents, and we had that before, didn't we? So there'll be maybe more known about that situation, because we're revisiting the past. Somebody dimming the light, and the name Rose and Alice. The Emperor's new clothes. Somebody tell him that he's naked. 4 and 31. It's our only clue. It could be a door number, a birthday, a date of a passing. Could be your dad in spirit who's not happy over something, because somebody's taking the mick. Maybe your husband in spirit, and he's telling you that the kids are taking liberties. Whatever it is, that slum of money was supposed to be yours for you in your old age, for you to be your nest egg, and it's been siphoned off by others. This is the card for the sort of people that plead poverty and say they can't pay the bills or feed the kids, and then the next thing you see, they're going away on holiday on Facebook for the 3rd time that year. Yeah. So we've got Capricorn energy now. Somebody is being used here. It could be a man in uniform. It could be a man of a businessman. It could be somebody of a darker complexion. It could be a Capricorn of either gender, which is 20th of December to 20th of January. But it is someone who was once welcomed into the fold and is now a dangerous enemy, especially financially. The cuckoo in the nest. Yeah. And what are we doing about it? Sitting on the couch, stuffing our face, watching Netflix, hoping it's all going to blow over. We can't accept what is, so why we're just not going to bother putting any effort in. And this is going to lead to unhappiness and regret. Unfaithfulness, betrayal, depression. So love needs to come back into this situation in some form. You need to be more empathic, or somebody needs to be more understanding. There should be a lot of love. There is a lot of love, it seems, but no commitment. No commitment to the job, the person, the situation. Success can be yours if you find that love again. 6 days. Success after a battle. You're being watched very closely. Maybe the kids are watching how you behave and how you deal with things. But there is a spy, possibly, or lies, deceit and theft. A sporty child, maybe. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius child, maybe. But any younger energy or immature person, no matter what their age, and being watched, possibly digitally. So lies, deceit and theft. Yeah, more lies, mind games. Being used, mind games, lies, deceit and theft. Cutting words. That sword will serve you or cut you depending on how you hold it. More effort is needed, more communication is needed. You may have to do extra hours at work, or you may be talking long into the hours with somebody. We had that yesterday. Tattoos, maybe for a father in spirit or an Aries. Or tattoos may be important, but there's Aries again in the reverse. So that first house is very important. They have to be number one. They are their own priority, which is not a bad thing. That's what everybody should do. However, without ego. So it shouldn't be no one else matters. It should be I am just as good as anyone else, and I should have to put myself first so that I can provide for others. But this one's all mouth and no trousers. He says a lot and does nothing. So, yeah. Could be a female, don't have to be a male, because any Aries, which is 21st of February, 21st of March, 21st of April, and Pisces is 21st of February to 21st of March, or thereabouts. I always use the 21st, but sometimes it's the 20th. Strange thing about that, no major arcanas. So this is something only you can sort out. Break the shackles, free yourself, no longer be used, no longer sell your soul to the devil or keep up with the Joneses. Shiny baubles are not necessary. Break the shackles of your hands and feet. Leave the toxicity behind. 15. Don't drag old arguments into today. You have a lot of options, but you are very confused about which one to take. Follow your dreams. There is transformation, shedding a skin. Something ends, so something new can begin. You are fighting your way out of the cocoon to become the butterfly you was always meant to be. Number 13. Scorpio is shared resources and reproductive organs. You are no longer banging your head against a brick wall, getting those injuries. You are wounded, but now you know who you came here to be, and you're going to be it. No more wasting time. But it may mean that there is a celebration called off, the loss of a home, a wedding called off. There's no firm foundations. The home is not a home, like I said, it's trampled all over it. Without a fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. So, trouble within the family life. Yeah, because somebody's deliberately blocking your path, trying to confuse you, putting obstacles in your way, keeping you in the dark. That's Leo energy. So struggles, power struggles again, 19, negative. Delays in travel, especially with children. You're not protected in this, and you've received some bad advice, especially from professional people. Doctors, priests, lawyers, or the name Michael could be important. It's negative. A violent man. So 18, we now see very clearly that this is a path of blood and tears, but we will no longer be torn because of this violence, because of these harsh words. We see what needs to be done, but we know it's not going to be an easy path, but nothing worth having is. And there's the Pisces energy again. So it's all about Pisces and Aries in this one, and a little bit of Leo and Scorpio. Somebody's not standing on their own 2 feet. Somebody is not prepared to sacrifice something. So somebody is not doing things out of the goodness of the heart. They've got ulterior motives. And they're not putting the boundaries in place. You have to learn to say no. You're entitled to a life as well. This is prisoners. This is people coming out of prison or going into prison. This is feet and toe issues. This is arguments, accidents. No, sorry, that's the tower. I get mixed up because this one's got a tower in it. This is sacrificing your happiness for others, which is never good. Hanging yourself in limbo. And for some, if dad passed through suicide, or you knew somebody who was suicidal, this could be it. They're telling you they've transformed their energy. Look for the butterflies. They've left the toxic energy behind. But they may be giving you a warning, some part of your life. So, let's see. It was. The apples. So Gemini, Cancer, Cuspa. The letter E. Is the joy to princes in the presence of warriors. So princes and battle. A steed is in the pride of its hooves, which rich men discuss it. It is ever a comfort to the restless. So money. England. Ehwaz, not to be confused with Ehwaz, is said to represent a pair of horses, a team. You have to work as a team. At full gallop, their right hooves pound the ground. In modern times, this was an obvious association with vehicles and travel, which we've got with the 21. The physical body is also symbolised by this rune. Since Ehwaz represents a team of horses, relationships of all kinds fall under the auspices of the rune. And your team is working in opposite directions. You have to pull together. Obviously, the Cancer image of the chariot and those born in the year of the horse. Status is important to someone, forms a part of this. In ancient times, to own a fine horse was the mark of an exalted rank, while to own a team took one into the realms of higher aristocracy. So it could be the aristocracy, especially the princes. It is also said that apart from horses, all other domesticated animals are symbolised by Ehwaz. In terms of plants, the rune relates to the apple tree, and has associations with the oak. So the apple is Gemini, Cancer, Cuspa, the oak is Taurus, and then we have the ash, which is Pisces, Aries, Cuspa. There you go. Well done, Spirit. And associated with the herb, the humble ragwort. The steed of Odin, so Wednesday, which is today, sorry, because I'm doing it for tomorrow. And the number 8, which we've got somewhere there, I think, maybe. No. So, the first Anglo-Saxon to come to England was King Vortigern, were called Hengst and Horsa. The names mean stallion and horse, respectively. So to this day, the symbol of the English county of Kent and the land placed of Hengst and Horsa is still a white horse. So it could be a pub that you're going to, or you see one in a field tomorrow. The symbol is seen as a vast scale in southern England as well, where the equine form has been cut into the chalk hillsides. It is also interesting to note that England itself may take its name from a horse god named Ing, who was considered to be an aspect of the fertility god Frey. It is therefore likely that when Hengist and Horsa landed on the shores of England, a land that was unknown to them, they bore a banner that was emblazoned with the rune Ehwaz. There you go. So we know where we've seen that before, don't we? It appears in the spread, things are picking up a pace and changing for the better. This rune of large concepts and major projects and new and exciting adventures. It's also said to emphasise the meaning of every other thing in the read. Speed up the events that are foretold. The most unusual interpretation of hours indicates travel. Usually a new location, but that will be delayed because somebody's putting blocks in your way, keeping you in the dark. That will provide physical and mental stimulation that you crave. However, it might equally indicate a move of home. What did I say? A loss of home. Or the establishment of a partnership with a person who is as strong-willed as you are. Power struggles. The importance of forming a team, of running in harness and not falling out of step. It suggests too, it also denotes the need to treat your partners with respect that they deserve, demonstrating your loyalty, consulting them on important issues, and ensuring that the bonds between you remain strong. So don't let the kids play you one against the other, and if one says no, don't be giving them money on the sly. Despite the challenges that are in store, the rune may have a connection with higher education, especially if it involves in subjects that are investigative, such as science. However, the Eowaz rune manifests itself in your life. An increase in your personal status and those around you is certain. There will be problems with travelling and vehicles. Your friends and family may not be in tune with your ideas, and this will frustrate your ambitions with unnecessary delays. There may also be health worries in connection to animals. So, first house of Aries, it's how you present yourself to the world. It is your face, your head, how you look, how you having a makeover maybe. Head, face, place of birth, immediate environment, the colour white, so ideas coming suddenly, your white chakra, your crown. The self-incarnation, your self-image, your separateness, your individuality, your physical characteristics, personal appearance and expectations. It's where your identity is formed. It's the events surrounding your birth, the reception, the child's arrival engendered. Planet in the first house has a profound impact on your individual early life and your developing personality. The process of birth may have been life-threatening. Uranus or Mars indicates a sudden appearance, where Saturn can point to a long, slow or difficult birth, or a cold reception from a family, maybe materially or emotionally impoverished. How directly individual you express yourself. But people are not always what you would expect, given the nature of the planet. Pushy Mars may give the appearance of dynamism, but it is masking a placid sign. Not much is actually going to get done. Venus in the first house may cloak a ruthless nature, and placed in pleasant Libra masks the deviousness of how power-hungry Scorpio Sun. When two signs fall in the first house, a planet such as Mars in the second may reveal an unexpected aggressive nature behind an apparently subservient facade. And Pluto unknown Scorpio, we may or may not have it, not sure. Oh yes. So, in this period, old taboos came forward to be confronted and social change was accelerated. AIDS showed itself as the modern plague. Psychotherapy took its subscribers on a trip into Plutonian depths to shine the light on the consciousness within. So don't dim your light, shine it on the lies, especially with the science and medical field that we're being told, the mind games, psychological warfare. Cancer, home and family life, the 16. So that's because I'm doing it today and not tomorrow. It's your feelings are what matters. Other people's matter, but not as much as yours. So don't sacrifice your feelings for somebody else's. Your feelings are your God. Don't be reclusive. Don't hide your feelings. Be resilient, and you can endure more than you would ever imagine. It's the sign of the mother, so we have got mum and dad now if you've got both in spirit. and overprotective people being controlling and trying to take over. The child is the extension of the mother and must be protected. Someone is not being protected. Cancers can be very accurate psychics. When the Cancer card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured emotions are high. You may want to withdraw, or you may be dealing with someone who is withdrawn and depressed at this time. Yes, cup is empty. There is a feeling of being connected to the unseen world, and that includes the world of ghosts and spirits. And there we have the ghosts of the past showing up. This card indicates inherited psychic abilities, even witch blood. There is a typhoon of power behind Cancer's strong feelings, but it can mean that you are in sync with other people's emotions, and you'll instinctively know what to do at the right time. There is a sensitivity and emotional closeness indicated. If your question is about love, it may be a secret or involve bonded souls, as with mother and child. This card can also mean that family or domestic issues need to be addressed. A mother or maternal figure is also indicated by this card. Women may figure in prominently. Women's issues, how women get along, and the sign of Cancer is known for a good memory, for the ability to hold on the longest, either positively or negatively, like I said. So although it will be hard to overlook any slights at this time, forgiveness will be the best response. Right now, you're going to be moody, and you will be the moods will be changeable, like the moon phases of the last 2.5 days. You may want to hide and withdraw from the hurt and pain. Perhaps that pain is real or imagined, but in the solitude you will build a greater strength to face what's been holding you back. Mother again, the number 5, change has to take place, and it can only come from love. So, looks like mum and somebody's fall out. If you had a fallen out with mum before she passed, then no, it's all forgiven. Sorry for being so controlling. It's the 3 life cycles of women, the past, present and future. Gwyneth or Gwen. The mother is happy with her little fairy sprites. So when you was little, she's fine because she can control you. It's a beautiful thing to help others, but many times it is to the detriment of our own health. We forget to put ourselves on a priority list. What did I say? We hear too often that you cannot drink from that empty cup that we've got hanging about there. Caregivers must drink from the cup first in order to be of benefit to others. Gwyneth may be asking you to look at where you are not nurturing yourself or being nurtured in your life. Are you living the life you wish? Does anyone give anything back to you or support you in your time of need? If not, they're not your people. Are you tired, overwhelmed, stressed, or giving too much of yourself? It may be time to give back to yourself. So they're giving me the go-ahead to have a night off. The elementals know that this reality is time poor, as we fit far too much into our days. So they ask us to take small steps to look after ourselves. Read a book, have that extra 15 minutes in bed, go for a bushwalk, have a cup of tea outside without taking your phone. Its message is also one of being present. So put your phone down when you're with your family. Slow down. Stop thinking too far ahead. Be present with yourself, your loved ones, and life itself. It starts with integrating the small things. Once it becomes a habit, you will find you start increasing those small gestures and will feel much calmer for it. The mother and the foal, the mare and the foal, number 32. Can't make it up, can you? So it is in the reverse, so it will be a challenge. 32. More horses. So those born in the year of the horse, definitely important. The gentle mare nurtures our foal, protecting it as it learns to stand on its own and explore the wild world. The mare symbolises unconditional love, and that's what's needed right now. The tenderness of the great goddess for all her children. There is nothing stronger or more enduring than mother's love. So your fears of being abandoned or unloved may have some basis in reality, but take care to separate the nightmare from this reality. It's all about nurturing, nourishment, protection. Give your whole heart in tender love. What part of you aches to be loved? What you give out is what you get back. And we've got the dragon tree again. So those dragons are suffering right now. I know more than a couple myself. So the number 8, that's what we was looking for, the number 8. Odin and the steeds, the 8 hooves. So let's see this then. Blimey. It's Mars, the element of fire, which we've got there. That's what we started with, isn't it? Where is he? Where's Aries gone? And he's not happy, is he? So, Draco. Imagine Draco Malfoy. The dragon tree is one of several species of plants that offers red resin known as dragon's blood. It is used in magic as incense and ink, magical catalyst to enhance and empower all magical workings. Outside of magic, its use is as a paint or dye pigment, and most famously as a violin stain. So to violins and red stains for your hair or clothes or whatever. Before the days of esoteric and metaphysical shops, many occult practitioners had to seek it out from violin makers, while many are more familiar with the resin from the Demodrops genus through modern occult supply shops. The Draxenia draco species has a number of medicinal uses beyond the artistic occult and has been used for external and internal bleeding, wounds, as well as digestive problems. So moodiness, I would suggest, because the Scorpio card's there, because of the reproductive organs for the females, or over finances, joint finances, or ulcers, stomach ulcers. The resin can be dissolved in alcohol and used as an ink to empower talismans and sigils. Though most dragon's blood is sold commercially today, is simply red dye and not related to any of the species of dragon tree. Beyond simply power, dragon's blood is used in magic for love and lust, but you cannot make someone love you. So as soon as they see the true love, it will break the spell. But with intense passion and sexuality, not simple affection or gentle romance. The resin, so somebody using you. The resin can also be used in gambling charms or other magic, where dominance or strength is projected. The most powerful use of an incense in exorcism, banishing harmful and stubborn spirits that won't stop their attacks. So, ghosts of the past. The dragon tree evokes the magic of the dragons, powerful entities with rich folklore in both the East and West. Some consider the dragon to be the life force of planet Earth herself, with the energy lies lands known as key lands or ley lands being named dragon lands and envisioned as red and white dragons, while sometimes monstrous and relegated to being simply hoarders of treasure in Western lore. Dragons in the East are revered as a source of divine wisdom and can help us gather our power and wisdom and prevent it from spilling from us like an open wound. The strength of our vitality and connection to both the earth and the cosmos. The inverted dragon tree means your magical powers are going inwards. Is that your desire? If yes, then focus on your inner experience and inner changes. But if you are being called to take outer action in your life, the reverse dragon tree challenges you to express that power outwards to make a beneficial change. So when you're meditating, imagine the energy ball reverberating out, getting bigger and bigger to your family, friends, community. I am strong, I am powerful, and take clear action in my life. So no longer sacrificing yourself for others. Beautiful read. Thanks for listening. I'll see you back on Thursday. Bye.